All right, so with problem number 7, what we need to do is factor the denominator so we can understand what's going on. So the denominator, we need values that will add to negative 8, or so multiply to negative 8 and add to negative 2. So this will equal x minus 2 is still in the numerator, but we need two values, so they're going to add to negative 2, multiply to negative 8, and the solutions are these values are going to be negative 4 and positive 2. So when we factor this quadratic, it's going to be x minus 2 over x plus 2 and x minus 4. All right? So for this specific function, the domain is going to be all values that make, except for ones that make the denominator equal to 0. So for our domain, we have a vertical asymptote so how do we find our vertical asymptote? We set our factors in the denominator equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals 0. We have a vertical asymptote at x equals negative 2, and x minus 4 equals 0. We have a vertical asymptote at x equals 4. So those are our vertical asymptotes. And if those are vertical asymptotes, our holes, nothing cancels out. So the numerator and the denominator don't cancel out. Numerator and the denominator terms don't cancel out. So therefore there is no hole. All right. The horizontal asymptote, you're going to look at the end behavior, but that horizontal asymptote is going to be x equals 0. Sorry, the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. And the reason why the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0 is that as x gets really big, the denominator will overpower the numerator. So let's think about that. As x gets really big, the denominator, the x squared term, gets much larger than the x term. And when you divide by one number much larger than the other one, you're approaching 0. All right? So let's put it all together. Apologies. Our domain is going to be looking at our asymptotes and holes. It's going to be from negative infinity to negative 2, not inclusive, negative 2 to 4, not inclusive, and there's unions here, 4 to infinity. Holes, there's going to be the horizontal asymptote is equal to y. So there's holes, no holes. Vertical asymptotes at x equals -2 and x equals 4, and a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. All right, that is problem number 7.